Does that make sense? What's your husband's first name?
Drew.
And what's the business venture?
Basically get his wholesale license to sell vehicles.
Sell vehicles? You mean like Land Rovers and Jeeps and stuff?
Well, whatever, but basically to buy them from like dealerships and turn around.
He needs to do it in the vehicles that he loves. I'm getting Wranglers and Jeeps, off-road equipment. Is that what he knows best?
That's what he likes best. He works
Got
on,
it.
He,
You hear me?
he works on Nissans right now.
I don't care what he works on.
That's not what he likes.
Got it?
Right.
Our power comes from our interest and our drive. People say, Nancy, don't you ever take time off? And what do you do when you take, what do you do to escape what you do? You know, I do this. You know why? The passion is here. The interest is here. And he will succeed and become wonderful. He does it where his passion is. Because when he approaches somebody to sell something, you know his heart's in it. See what I'm saying? I'm seeing Wrangler. I see the word Wrangler, and I'm looking at Jeeps. So I don't know if they make a Jeep Wrangler or not.
Yeah, that's what it is. You can make a Jeep Wrangler.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, Nancy. But that's what I'm talking about. He needs to go where his passion is. And that will cut back a little bit of the apprehension I'm picking up. Just because you work on a vehicle doesn't mean that's where your power is. Okay?
Do you see him settling?
Pardon me?
Do you see him settling down?
Remember I got through saying he's a little lower in self-esteem and ego than I like. When he gets into something where his passion is, then he will. I'm seeing mountains and valleys around you people. Where do you live now?
Garden Valley.
Good. Okay. That works. I was wondering why I was picking that up. Now, is that over on the top Reno side?
No, it's just up by Georgetown.
Where's?
30 minutes from Placerville Road.
Cool. Between Auburn and
Okay. I feel him opening other markets. Tahoe, Reno, that kind of thing comes into play. I don't know why. I need it. If I don't tell it that I don't understand it, just be open to it. I'm not saying a move for you yet. Okay? Question.
A question
Anybody
about
watching my time with these people? Hmm?
question about my marriage.
Ooh, in front of God and everybody. What's your question?
Just if it's really.
I see you guys together for a while. It can't go on forever. Okay?
It can't go on forever.
I didn't say I don't read on forever. Okay? I've married 21 years, and I thought that was forever. Oh, I'm sorry.
Seemed like it probably.
Whoa, no kidding. What I'm saying is that he needs to grow in ways that will satisfy him so that he appreciates you more, so that you learn to appreciate him. And if he hasn't done that in 3 to 5 years, you may address that issue then. Okay? How's that? Did I word that good?
Mm-hmm.
Good, huh? I didn't say divorce. Okay? Okay. All right, dear. All right? Let's see here. Now, how does this weaving go?
One more back.
One more.
One more?
Yeah.
And the blue shirt. What's your first name?
Rose.
Hello, Rose. Yes, my dear. Now, how do you mix in with these people here? You the foursome there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 musketeers, we'll go to the 4 musketeers, huh? All right. And your name again?
Rose.
Glad to meet you, Rose. Who is that? A pager or someone's
Sounds like
watch?
an alarm clock.
Somebody's clock back over
Okay.
there.
I didn't know.
It quits.
Yes, Rose.
I just wanted to know about where my life is going right now, what's going on with my life.
Are you going to school yet?
No.
Are you a teacher in this lifetime?
No.
What do you do?
Daycare provider.
Good, that's teaching.
I think
Perfect.
so, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You're good at it, girl.
I've always considered myself a very strong person, but right now I feel like I'm out of control.
It's interesting, but human beings can only handle 3 events at a time and one time. So if we have more than, oh, you're in trouble, huh? I'm sorry, I just knew that when you had that, whoa.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's like we can only handle 3 things at once. And if 2 things are more than what we understand and control, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, those are 3 events, okay? So if we're emotionally unstable, we become spiritually unstable, and then we become physically unstable. So that's when we call our life out of control. Does that make any sense? You need to start breaking down into components. Don't misunderstand anything I say because everything's positive. You have a hard time controlling the big picture. You need to break it down into the smallest components and tackle one layer at a time. You're a strong personality, but you allow people to take control and govern you. You need to push that away from you.
That's
Oh,
what's going on
dang.
right now.
How did I know that, huh, honey?
Everybody's controlling
Okay,
me, even all
you
the
listening
other
to me?
kids that I
Okay,
take care of.
break down those people into smallest components. Who's doing what to you, and on what level are they attacking you? Spiritually is very, very important because it involves our emotional and physical being. Look who's attacking you spiritually first and deal with those people. Push them away.
Push him away.
Well, however, or tell them to
Go.
not to bother her spiritually.
Well, I mean, if it's your spouse, though, if you
See
have a
ya.
hard time. Well,
Oh, well,
I mean, you have to
No,
have
I
a
just
little more
need to
time.
work on everything.
you know what I'm talking about. Break it down into
I just need to
components so we
work on
can...
it, but I need to
When
attack
we
each one,
analyze,
you know.
right, when we analyze it and understand it, right now you're out of control, understand the bigger picture, because it's all blending all like this.
But why don't I have the energy to do it? I always have in the past, but
Okay, you're not
right
hearing
now
it.
I'm out of control.
They're not saying that? Okay,
Looking
spiritually, emotionally, if those two things are becoming out of control, then physically we get out of control. See, that's the last one to go, because emotionally and spiritually we seem to handle things until it's too big, and then physically it breaks us down. You're being tired is due to depression on an emotional level that's being attacked on a spiritual level. Your judgment's being questioned. Your actions are being questioned. You as a human being are judged on every level. You can't handle it. And it's more than 3 levels. I'm talking family, I'm talking husband, I'm talking your work environment. I don't know if it's your mother or grandmother, but someone's interfering in your space too. An older woman I'm looking
Oh,
at.
my mother's always been very critical.
Oh, got it? That's on a critical on a spiritual level, really attacks, hurts a long time. See what I'm saying? So once you tackle that, and I love groups. You know why? Because there's 2 or 3 of you going, oh, this sounds familiar. See? And so we all become more healthy by listening. And no one's being judged because at some time in our life we're all with this lesson. You know, been there, done that. Do you guys see my new t-shirt? My new t-shirt, Roger. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
All right.
Does that make you laugh? We've all been there, right?
Right.
So take it and look at it that way, Rose. Okay, God, this is a lesson you're creating for me. This is how I'm going to deal with it. And objectively pull yourself out of your body and look at what's going on. It's not necessarily all your lesson, but the recipient may be also part of the lesson. See, someone may be in your face, maybe they need to grow and get out of it.
Just thinking about this too, there was a death in the family a while ago, and it all started happening then, and I'm thinking that she's clouding me, and I hope nobody gets me wrong or anything, but
Okay.
I don't want to forget her or anything, but I want to push her away. I want her to leave me
I don't
alone.
think she's in your space. I see her with somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But I think that the event itself, no matter how you perceive it, is what's also clouding you because it got to you on a spiritual level. How could she die? Why did she die? Why did these things be affected? And believe me that we think on an unconscious level more than on a conscious level. You think about it when you drive, you don't realize it. You think about it when you deal with people, oh my, is that person sick? Are they going to die? We dream about it all night long. So this is attacked you on a spiritual level. See how I said that? Mm-hmm. Not necessarily on a conscious level. And a lot of times we do readings, you have to look at how you word things because we listen on an unconscious or spiritual level. Like the young lady here, I'm not going to say she got divorced. You know why? Because she may forget the session, but her unconscious person will remember Nancy saying, somehow I'm not going to be married for long. And she will create failure. You see, so on a conscious level, there are things that she's going to have to address. But I don't want to tell her because only God knows the end result of everything. Now, if you've already decided you're going to leave the husband, all right, how long can I handle this? You know, you've already put it up there. I'm going to address it. But if you haven't consciously decided the finality of it, you ain't going to hear it from me. See what I'm saying? Right? Okay. You're charming. All right, Rose, anything else for you, dear?
My husband's thinking about making a major purchase right now.
Whoa! You better make sure.
Who better be sure?
He.
Oh.
He sounds like he feels like he's so excited he's jumping into it. I hope he thinks it through.
He is. He's doing it. He's going to do it. He's excited. He wants it, and
Okay. That's already a done deal with. Right?
well, it's there.
What is it he wants to buy?
Motorcycle.
He's sure excited.
Oh, it's an understatement. Yeah.
Okay, sometimes, remember, he's got to calm down. He's going to get on that bike the first time and fall over. He's so excited. See what I'm saying? He's got to bring down his energy. Well, you know, he's got to go and do a poppy wheelie or something. He's going to go, See what I'm saying? Okay. Huh?
Sometimes if you pop a wheelie, then go right over the top of it.
Yeah, he's gonna go, finally got one, boom. Only
So
God
if
knows
he's
that
gonna
road.
do it, he better settle down and make it an intellectual instead of, be logical and.
Yeah. That's been his dream since he was about 14 to get this thing, so I think he's been saving for a while, hasn't he? That's what I get too. It's like he's always wanted one or this kind or something.
I
Anyway.
always wanted to buy.
Something. Okay, now how about the gal next to you? Are you part of this large group here? What's your first name?
Mary.
I recognize you. Have we ever talked before?
Yeah.
All right, my dear. What can I do for you today?
I don't know that I really have one particular question. I want to tell you what's going on and ask you what you see here.
Yeah, sure.
I have been going through kind of some ups and downs in my life, some personal growth.
Did you see my T-shirt?
And grieving over a relationship that looks like it's over. Just tell me what you see here.
The individual's the name you call that person.
Raper.
That's his name? Why do mamas do this to keep You've already declared the relationship over?
No, it just feels like it is to me.
Finality of it hasn't been done yet. You already know that, right? Your unconscious person is telling me that you really don't know if you want to be around this person anymore.
Yeah, I think I want to be around him in a different way.
Different way, but can he perceive that?
Uh-huh.
That I don't get.
He's the one that suggested it.
In a different way?
Yeah.
In a marriage? Pardon me? Did he ask you to marry him?
No,
I didn't get that.
no.
I don't know
I'm
what you mean by
talking about
that.
just being together more like friends.
Well, yeah, okay. Then we're talking about the intimacy of the relationship has gone backward a step to be a
Yes.
friendship.
Yes.
And he suggested that.
Uh-huh.
How do I word things? On some level, I don't know that you're not okay with this.
I don't know that I'm okay with that either.
Okay. On some level, I'm getting it's okay with this.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm, like I said, I'm going through a lot of changes about how I'm looking at things.
I just take it for how I feel it. Remember, I don't know everything. I'm just the guy that works here, right? You're going to find yourself renewed feelings of freedom, of other interests. He in some ways pulls energy from you, and you're
Yes.
going to be released from that.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, this is a benefit. If you are to be a couple, you need to go through this step first.
Yes.
He doesn't know how important you are. You is to him first. You are to him.
Right.
But by the time he figures out you are that important, you may not want him.
Okay.
And I didn't say, oh no, she's put a kibosh on this. You got to go through those steps if you're going to make it permanent forever. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Does he want to do some long distance traveling or something coming up? I see him trying to go somewhere else.
I don't know.
Not a
Because
permanent move.
he's not in contact with me. He won't be in contact with me. I've tried to be in contact with him. He's
Oh, there must be some things he's trying to do or take care of and travel and do some things, and he's not necessarily not wanting you part of that. He just wants you part of the decision making, or that he needs to tell you. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Okay, where does he live?
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting. Just let it be there.
Okay.
So let him go through this growing, and then when it's really warmer weather, if you're not talking, he will be talking to you by then.
Okay.
And then you'll have his choice saying, well, there's this cute-looking blonde I'm seeing. Too bad you're too late.
You told me there's supposed to be some blonde.
Oh, did I say it before?
Yes, you did.
Well, honey,
You told me that before.
did I tell you? I'm
not
telling you
attracted
now,
to
a same
blondes.
thing,
I
huh?
am not attracted
I
to
don't
blondes.
care.
This will be something new.
Well, you want me to lie?
No, that's-
He colors his hair.
He looks like he's sunlightened.
Every man, dark-haired man, he's tired.
Do you know, isn't that the truth? I was married to a blonde as you, and the fellow I'm crazy about is as dark as I am, and I never was attracted. So, we fall in love with people's spirits. This guy coming to you, pardon me, is it all right if I say this light-haired man coming to you, has a wonderful sense of humor. He looks at life and he loves life. And that's what you're looking for, someone to give you a laugh once in a while. So if he comes with lighter hair,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Stop.
I'm fine with that. No, I'm fine with that.
I'm
Let
giving
me
you back.
ask you something. Do you ever see me in a long-term relationship that I'm happy?
Yes.
Did you want
I would love to. I would
Not
love
yet.
to have
She
some.
told me, well,
I didn't tell her the same thing I told you.
Can I ask you?
But she's not real happy with this man, so
Can I ask
this
you
will.
one other thing? As
Yes,
far
yes.
as this up and down that I feel and this turmoil in my life,
That's
what
because
I
you're not
try to
settled.
do-
That's because you're not settled.
Yeah.
You want grounding,
Yes, I've been trying.
know
I've been working on grounding myself because
Okay.
I know that's important for me.
but when human beings feel change around us,
Yeah.
we see the energy of it, but we can't hold on to it, and we need that grounding so we can handle it. You're right there. Everything's changing around you, and you want grounding. You don't know how to do it.
Right.
You know, and
Because
when
I
you-
get grounded and then I'm thrown off.
Right.
And it's like, whoa.
and it's like the blonde here. What's her name?
Dana?
What's your name?
Caroline?
Caroline. It's like her. It's like things are coming, and we don't know how to settle our energy to allow it to happen. The worst thing human beings have is the fear of the unknown, of what can happen next, out of our control.
Right.
And the thing is that I'm now had that happen so often. I sit back and go, all right, what's next? And I'm okay with it most of the time.
So you're saying just go with it.
Just flow with it, because when we least expect change, it's more or less positive. God doesn't make
Positive.
mistakes.
Yeah, right.
Finally got it, you know. Do you see my T-shirt? I'm sorry. I'm having fun with you. You're fine. What kind of work you do, real quick? What work you do?
I work for DMV.
No, just are you a paper person?
Yeah.
Feels like within a year you got a different job, or you're a different place within that
Okay,
place.
that's what you had told me before.
I told you that before?
And I had interviewed for a job and I thought that maybe that was it. So
If I tell you, you know, I don't remember what I tell you people, so if I've told you that before,
yeah.
I read too many people. People say, how many people you
Right.
read a week? And I say about 100, and
No,
they
I
don't
know, and
believe
it's
me.
been a while,
you know?
too.
Yeah, so.
That's why I
have
was wondering when I didn't get that job, I thought, oh, because I thought maybe I was going to get that
fun.
promotion.
It feels like it's 8 to 10 months away, so I could have been a whole year off on the time.
Okay.
Remember,
yeah,
I
you didn't
read.
tell me any time.
Okay, I'm still getting it. If I told you it before and getting the same thing now, then you got it, okay?
Okay.
Now, how about the lady with the pretty purple on next to you? You people know each other? Or you just
we're friends.
oh, friends? Hello, girlfriends. And
Hello,
what's your
I'm
first
Kay.
name? Glad to meet you, Kay. Oh, excuse me. You have questions for me?
Yes, I have a relationship question.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a relationship with a man for about 5 years. We're not together right now,
Where
but we're
is he?
talking. And
Or is he in the same place, the same
No.
city? Where's? Hmm?
where is he now, or where does he live?
Yeah. Where is he?
In Tahoe.
Tahoe. Okay, so geographically, you're different spaces also. What's your question?
I just wonder about the relationship and whether it's something worth pursuing.
Yep, sure is. Go for it. Now, why isn't he touching base with you yet?
Well, he is. We separated about a year ago, and a lot of it just had to do with ego problems. We were just, you know, typical.
Did you see my T-shirt?
typical relationship stuff. But on the other hand, I think in a lot of ways he's a very wise man, which is something I want very much.
I think you're well suited. You need to open the door again.
Yeah.
So it may take up to 2 years for everything to fall together, permanent, if it's going to be. But I have to tell you to pursue this. This feels really good to me. Okay?
Thank you.
Look, well, I don't get to tell too many people.
Well, thank you. I have one other question about the land that I live on and whether I'll have a chance to buy it, or whether I can buy it, or whether I will.
I don't feel so good with this. So remember, if I get an A, it doesn't mean you can't, but you're going to have to push some doors open to try to
Yeah,
create it.
it's going to be hard to do it just
I-
because of the kind of property it is.
I just know that. So you're going to have to, I'm not saying you can't have it, but I see a fight to get it, okay? Whatever that battle to get the money or line the people up so you can, whatever. Try and push. I'm not promising you can have it. Okay? You all right with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. And how about the girl right in front of you? I know her. Hello. The woman in the peach color.
Me?
Yes. Hello there. What's your first name?
Gay. Gay.
I remember you. Hello, Gay.
Hi.
Did you come with a fellow last time?
No, I
Okay.
did not.
Okay.
No, but she asked a lot about it.
Did you? I see a man energy next to her, so I didn't know.
No,
if
I
you...
got rid of him right
Yeah,
away.
see, yeah.
I did get rid of him like a couple days later.
Yeah.
In fact, he picked up on it. He basically knew, you know, that it wasn't like it was before and that he was okay with it.
What's your questions for me today, Kay? I'm not trying to ignore you for in front. It's just flowing that way, you know. Okay, so I'll get. So I haven't talked to anybody in the front
Well,
row
you
yet.
said something
okay?
to me last time that you said that I was going to be a completely different person within a year. I want to know what changes are.
Getting rid of him was one.
Oh, I know that.
I see the interior home changing, colors or schemes or something. Sometimes I can't tell the difference. I don't have a move or redecoration of the interior. It's like everything in your home is old to you or needs to be changed. And sometimes just painting or changing cushions makes that energy change,
Well, I need like floors redone.
whatever that means. And you gotta remember, everything we change in our life changes us spiritually. Okay? What kind of, do you work? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. I see work around you. What do you do?
Well, I'm a metaphysical minister.
Okay, so that's being involved in work.
Yeah, well, I don't,
Do you do anything yet, or?
no, I do classes and stuff like
Good.
that, but I don't, I just did it because at the time it felt right. And
Okay, get more. I feel more involvement with you coming up. Are you a minister? Did you say?
Yeah,
How come you don't have business cards?
I do.
You get them out every time you meet somebody?
Yeah, well,
I can tell other people
forget.
mark themselves, but I don't do it to myself.
I forget. You know, I have the cards on me at all times, and
Okay.
every once in a while I will remember.
I see more work for you coming up, higher involvement, more involvement. So from now, whenever I told you that, it's because you have got so much satisfaction of creating your work environment that you feel better about yourself. Okay, it feels like you go into weddings or some other kind of ceremonial type of stuff. So you need to open the door and advertise yourself that way. Do you do that now yet?
No.
Okay.
You said though that you would not recognize me as the same person within
Right,
a year.
right.
I want to know what you meant.
Probably, I don't remember, I'm lucky to remember people visually. I read you on a spiritual energy level. I wish you could look through my eyes. I see bubbles and bands and freckles and sparklers and, you know, I just see people so many different ways that, if you ever have a chance to see The Man with the X-Ray Eyes with Ray Milland, it was a black and white movie.
That's a good one.
Boy, do I identify with that character. You know, I see people differently. So I'm saying you'll be different. Your physical and your hair at the moment doesn't look different to me. It could be a little lighter in the future, like maybe frosted or something. But that, I don't know that anything else changes that drastically. If I look at you, your hair looks different to me. But I don't know if that's coming to your consciousness.
Well, yeah, I recently changed it since I saw you last time.
Mm-hmm.
I
But it
colored
looks like one more change, so you could do one more change. Huh?
We noticed.
From time to time, I look a little different too, you know. This is what we call the shower look. Came down the mountain with it wet still, so this is what it looks like uncontrolled. Ugh.
I have another question.
Yes, dear.
I've been taking a medication for 4 years after having a kidney transplant, and they told me that I would gain 1 to 200 pounds, and I kept saying no, I wouldn't. You know that I mean,
One, from 1 pound to 200 somewhere?
no, 100 to 200 pounds. Because of the medication I'm taking, they said I'd be hungry all the time.
Wow.
Well, I said no, I wouldn't allow that to happen to me. I just know, and I basically had to force myself to eat, you know, and all that. Well, in the past week or two, I'm hungry all the time. I won't eat, but I'm hungry all the time, and I have put on like 5 pounds in a week. And you know, I've been trying to put weight back on because I was down to 86 pounds.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
remember.
wondering, you know, is this going to be a continual problem? Am I going to start gaining weight?
I don't think that'd be a problem because emotionally and spiritually you won't allow it. I do see it as a chemical. I see the chemical attracting or changing something in the brain. So you need to meditate overcoming that. Okay, do you understand what I'm talking about?
And is it because I started feeling that I'm healthier, that now the medication is starting to react the way
I don't know.
it
I see the chemical in the brain. So I know that you're being healthier. It's now working maybe.
Okay,
Or being stronger. How's that?
okay.
All right? You feel wonderful.
Yeah, I do.
How many years has it been now?
Um,
Your transplant?
4, almost 5.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was a perfect match, and
Mhm.
I haven't been back in the hospital. They told me I would, in and out within the first year.
God didn't want you to.
It's great.
Yeah. Okay, and how about this couple here? Are
Thank
you
you.
people friends, a couple, or
Yeah, we're together.
you together? I'm glad both of you are smiling. We're doing great. Hello there. And what's your first name, please, dear?
Shirley.
And your
Eric.
Eric and Shirley, the couple? Okay. How can I help individually or together?
Oh, well, I have 2 questions, and I have several questions, but there are 2
Then they-
individually.
Have we ever met before?
You read me once before.
Did you ever say you're really intuitive? You're really sensitive
Might
today.
have, yes.
Boy, I get you leaving your body and you dream a lot and all kinds of stuff. You have dreams that come true?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a lot that do not, thank you.
Huh?
I have a lot that do not, thank you.
You don't want your dreams to,
No, not all
Okay.
of them.
okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, we don't want,
No.
some of them are created to work out issues, of course. What's your question for me?
One of them is my job. I know where the company's going. Maybe you can tell me that, but I think I know where it's going. I want to know where I'm going.
Did they tell you you're moving, changing?
The company's in the process of being sold. We're
Mhm.
not sure, but most of us are sure that it's going to be sold. We
But
don't.
will that
it's
change
not-
you or your job? I don't get it. Not today, anyway. How soon?
Well, when you read me 2 years ago, you had told me to look into the retirement because
Mhm.
um,
That's not
you
yet,
thought
though.
that I was going to change jobs. And you also told me that somebody there I would have a problem with. And at that time I didn't, but my superiors have changed and I am having a problem.
Okay.
And I
So-
thought about leaving and I thought about staying, but I don't know what to do.
Okay, I think you're going to stay for a while longer, then you're going to leave. How soon is it? 3 months before the company changes?
We heard a couple of weeks ago that it was being sold and there's rumors that it could be the 1st of March.
1st of March?
But we don't know that for sure. It's owned by 2 doctors who are negotiating with a large company. And
I don't know that
some
the
of us
changes,
feel that it's already sold, we just don't know it is.
even if you, remember, I'm going to have to guess them because so many people are involved. My sense is that there's going to be changes at 3 months down the road. You know, the feel of needing to be out there a little bit. So then they're going to go through and weed out whom they think. If I've read you and you have to leave, I don't have hurt feelings because sometimes people have to create different changes. My sense is that they're going to look at what they have, what they don't want, who can leave, what kind of packaging, and then they may offer something. But it's not yet. It feels like you'd be there a while longer if you want.
That I personally
Yeah.
will be there.
Right this moment, I don't see a job change tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
So it must be a few months out. It feels like there's possibility of changes.
Do you see the problems I'm having with my boss? Will they iron out or will it get worse?
Worse. Doesn't feel good to me. What's your boss's first name? What's going on real quick?
Joe Ellen.
Joellen. And so, ego and personality is her demon. Does that make sense? Okay, and she's fighting for a job too, so bye-bye, dear.
What do you mean by that?
I think that she has to put herself in position, so she'll, pardon expression, roughhouse everybody around so everybody knows who the boss is. Does that get it? Okay, and I don't think that's going to change. She is the way she is.
Okay.
Okay, you all right with that?
Well,
I
I
mean-
know that's what's happening.
Okay, but,
Yeah.
I wish I could say something different. I'm sorry.
But you think that I'll be still, that it looks like I'll still be there. I won't, I'll put
Yeah,
up with that.
is she beating you up right now?
Yes.
I don't see you changing for a while. If they offer a package, you may say it's really just what you were looking for. Okay, all right. Is that a golden handshake for you?
It's okay for right now. I'll have to talk to you soon again.
And, I forgot your name.
Shirley.
Shirley and Eric.
I still had.
Oh, okay, one more?
Yeah,
Sorry, dear.
I wanted to know about my daughter. When you read me 2 years ago, she was in a relationship with a man that you said would not happen, but if it did happen,
Uh-oh.
she will be herself. She will be okay with it.
Okay, come on.
Okay, it's changed. There's another man
Good.
and his little girl involved in the relationship. Do you see that?
It's his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is she a little blonde? Light hair? Looks like she's a blonde with hazel eyes or something.
It's not real dark.
Okay, what's the
Darker than my
question?
color.
I like him better than the other person.
I do too.
So what's your question?
Well,
I'm not
well,
positive this is a forever either.